Ladies and gentlemen, this is Oprelia, and today we're going to be talking about how to sell your AI music. And in the last couple of days, there has been this big storyline regarding this AI hoax band known as the Velvet Sundown, which basically got millions of plays in Spotify. And some people are estimating that they made like 20 to 25,000 on Spotify alone, and that is crazy. And obviously, everything in terms of the music and the band profile pictures, they were all AI generated, which is kind of crazy. And obviously there has been a lot of drama about it. The traditional artists are not very fond of that, and obviously a lot of people were not able to tell that it was actually AI generated, as it was very, very close to the real thing. And today we are going to be going through in what services you can actually generate this music, and then we're going to be going through the platforms where you can actually sell that music and distribute it. So let's get started. And last year I actually wrote an article about this, which I'm going to be updating this article throughout this week. And this kind of goes into a lot of the platforms where you can actually prompt that music, and obviously the platforms where you can distribute it, and also platforms where you can actually sell stock sounds and music, as selling music to movies and games and etc. That is also another lucrative angle that a lot of people are not talking about. But let's go through actually the platforms where you can create that music. So the Velvet Sundown basically created their music through Suno, which is probably the #1 most popular place to generate AI music right now. I actually created 2 albums, which I released, one under Oprelia name, and then I did also another orchestral album known as Orchestral Octavio, which can also be found on Spotify in case you want to take a listen to that. And that was done actually on older versions, so those are not as good as the ones that the Velvet Sundown was basically using, and a lot of the music that Suno is currently able to do with their version 4.5. Suno does come out with a free plan, but that does not give you commercial use. That's a very important point, that a lot of the times you're not allowed to sell the music. In the legal rights can be kind of tricky. You can get sued and get a lot of problems. So it's just better to basically pay $8, as prompting those songs is not going to be taking that long, and you can use a lot of like free image services to basically create an album cover for the album. So that is very, very easy process. So Suno is one of the more affordable and better options out there. It can do both lyrics and instrumental. And obviously some of these distribution platforms do have rules that they do not accept AI music. So if you're trying to trick them, which I don't obviously recommend doing anything illegal, but I probably presume that a lot of people are passing that thing by creating instrumental music. So, and obviously some people are just uploading straight up into YouTube and doing these lo-fi montages and, like 6-hour loops and things like that, which a lot of people listen to when they study or, chilling on the car. A couple of other platforms which I recommend is Soundverse. This is another one which is pretty decent AI prompter. And they also have, I believe, a lot more of that instrumental, and I think they support lyrics as well on the platform. But once again, I think maybe instrumental niche could do better. That's my 2 cents. And then we also have Loudly. And the Loudly is an interesting platform because it actually allows you to generate the music, but they also serve as a distributor. So you're basically saving most amount of money by going with Loudly, as once you're going to be prompting out the song, then throughout the Loudly platform, you can just basically sell all that music immediately into a lot of the popular platforms like Apple Music, we have Twitch, Tidal, YouTube, Spotify, etc. So that's a very, very good option for people who are looking for very easy, straightforward process, as there's going to be also wait time. So once you do the album, and I recommend doing a couple of songs. Some of these platforms are going to be charging you per track, so 99 cents per track, or maybe $10 for a full album, which can consist of 25 songs or something like that. And it's recommended to do at least 5-6 tracks, as somebody maybe likes the song, what they're going to be listening, and then they're going to be listening to all the other songs. And you want to also do maybe, you can even name the tracks based on like real events and ongoing events, because those are going to get more searches, as search engine friendly song tracks are going to be important. Song tracks that don't necessarily have like a name that's similar to already existing track. That's another tip I can give you. So Loudly is definitely another very good platform. Then going into these traditional platforms which do not are not really, I mean, they are associated with AI as they allow AI distribution. DistroKid is one that I've been using previously with my personal albums, and they basically allow unlimited uploads. They got a couple of different plans, and they have very many distributors. I think there's 200 different platforms, all the way to China, to Korea, different radio channels, Amazon, all those same type of things. Sometimes a song may not go viral on Spotify, but it might go viral on another platform. That's where a lot of the music came from. For my Oprelia album, I got some money from a very, very random place. I don't remember, I think it was Amazon Audio or something like that, where there was a lot more money coming in outside from like Spotify, which paid me really, really poorly. So the exploration is on a different angle on different platforms. So that's an important angle. And then two other things we can also talk about is Unchained Music. This is another one that basically allows you to distribute your music, and they also have unlimited music distribution and royalty advances and things like that. And you can even split your bill in case you're going to be collaborating with other people on your album. And for example, here you can keep your 100% royalties. That's becoming a lot more of a standard thing, as a lot of these labels are kind of making money from publishing those albums into the platform. So Unchained Music is definitely another very good, and also 220 different stores. This is going to be important. I'm not know about the Velvet Sundown. I don't think, are they on every single platform out there, or are they only on Spotify? So that's a very important part here, as Spotify might be super packed out already in terms of competition, but going through a distributor that has more platforms on their roster might give you to chance to have your music on a platform which doesn't have as much AI competition. So this is another one. And then there's a very, very affordable platform also known as Sounddrop. I'm not a very big fan of their that's where I released my orchestral Octavia soundtrack. It took a long time to get approved. So the other platforms that I've been using, they were a lot more faster approving the album. And this is kind of a lot about speed, as right now, as people are seeing this whole Velvet Sundown thing, more and more people are interested actually jumping in and starting to produce their music, and they're going to be, uploading that album tomorrow or day after. So the competition is going to get fiercer, and as a lot of the recent statistics show, more and more music is being uploaded. Like, I think back in the day, it was maybe 20,000 albums per month on Spotify. Now it's like in millions. So much music is being uploaded right now to the platforms. So that's something you really want to think about, that you want to really be jumping right now before it becomes more and more saturated. There's going to be a lot more, as there's going to be more AI tools which are going to be better at generating music. Then there's going to be more overflow of content. It doesn't necessarily always need to go through even a distributor. You can just start uploading on YouTube, but getting monetized on YouTube takes a long time, speaking from experience over here. But that basically wraps up my video here. Obviously, go check out my article. I'm going to be updating it this week, adding more entries to it, more context, more data, and more tips that are going to be very, very useful for you. And as always, check out my other videos. We did talk about previously about video selling and image selling, where you can sell those AI stuff. So you can sell a lot of the AI stuff that you generate. You just got to be smart about it and find really, really good niches that people are looking for. But thanks for watching. I would appreciate subscribe, like, and leave a comment. What do you think about Velvet Sundown? Is it a good album that they have published? They have dropped out 2 so far. And is it moral? Is it amoral to do this AI music thing and make money out of it? Let me know in the comment section below. And I will be seeing you guys next time on the next video. Cheers.